Looking ahead to this week, as always, assume that these events will have live coverage here on Raw Space unless I state otherwise. Starting out with the Artemis events. On Monday, December 5th at 9 a.m. Eastern, 1400 UTC, is coverage of Orion's return lunar flyby as it swings past the moon on its way back to Earth. If you recall, Orion has been in a distant retrograde orbit around the moon, which takes it way out past the moon, rather than in a tight circular orbit. And so it's coming back past the moon on its way to Earth. The flyby burn itself is at 11:43 a.m. Eastern, 1643 UTC. It seems likely that Orion will be hidden behind the moon at the time, as it was for the outbound flyby. So we may not get live footage of the burn, but hopefully we do. Later on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2200 UTC, is an Artemis 1 mission update. Wednesday, December 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 1800 UTC, is Artemis All Access Episode 5. I won't be covering this, since Episode 1 consisted of little more than pointing to Orion's current location on a trajectory map. You can watch it live on NASA TV, though, if you wish. Thursday, December 8th, at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2200 UTC, is a NASA preview of Orion's upcoming atmospheric reentry. I'll have a stream for you here on Raw Space. Friday, December 29th, at 1 p.m. Eastern, 1800 UTC, is Artemis All Access Episode 6. As with the previous episodes, you can watch it on NASA TV if you wish. And then next Sunday, December 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern, 1600 UTC, before SpaceWeek, is coverage of the reentry and splashdown of the Artemis 1 Orion spacecraft. Now, the European service module will separate from the crew module at 12 p.m. Eastern, 1700 UTC. The service module will burn up on reentry, while the crew module re-enters and splashes down. 3 minutes later, the Orion crew module will perform a raise maneuver to get it in the proper orientation for reentry. 17 minutes later, at 12:20 p.m. Eastern, 1720 UTC, the crew module will re-enter the Earth's atmosphere at 40,000 kilometers per hour, or 25,000 miles per hour. That's Mach 32, or 43% faster than a normal Dragon or Soyuz capsule re-entry. Orion will splash down in the Pacific Ocean at 12:40 p.m. Eastern, 1740 UTC, where a U.S. Navy vessel will recover it. Post-splashdown briefing is scheduled for 2:45 p.m. Eastern, 1945 UTC, and there will be a mission recap at 6 p.m. Eastern, 2300 UTC. Now, since the post-splashdown briefing is scheduled for basically right when SpaceWeek would normally start, I will start next week's SpaceWeek immediately after that broadcast, so maybe 3:45 p.m. or thereabouts. 3:45 p.m. Eastern, 2045 UTC or thereabouts. As for non-Artemis events, Tuesday, December 6th at 5:37 p.m. Eastern, 2237 UTC, SpaceX will launch another 40 more OneWeb satellites from Kennedy Space Center. Also on Tuesday, there was supposed to be a Russian spacewalk to move a radiator unit from the Rassvet module to Nauka, but it looks like it's been delayed again, so stay tuned for a new date on that one. Wednesday, December 7th at 3:04 a.m. Eastern, 0804 UTC, SpaceX might be launching the iSpace Mission 1 lunar lander from Japan. The latest update from iSpace doesn't specify a date, but two different launch schedule websites do cite December 7th, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. In any case, the launch being at 3:04 a.m. my time means that I will not have coverage of the launch on my channel, but you can catch it on SpaceX's channel. Also on December 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2200 UTC, ABL Space Systems will make another attempt to launch their RS-1 rocket from Kodiak Island in Alaska. Both of their previous two launch attempts auto-aborted in the final seconds during the process of ignition. No live coverage is expected for the ABL launch. Finally, rounding out a very busy December 6th, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 0804 UTC, a Rocket Lab Electron rocket will launch from their new launch pad at Wallops Island, Virginia for the first time. Consequently, the mission is called Virginia is for Launch Lovers. It's a play on the state motto of Virginia, Virginia is for lovers. This will be Rocket Lab's third launch pad. They have two back on New Zealand's Mahia Peninsula, and now one in the US at Mars, or the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport on Wallops Island. December 7th is also a full moon, so get out there and start howling. Let's see. Oh yes, on Thursday, December 8th, Mars will be at opposition, meaning it will make its closest approach to Earth on this orbit. Head outside and take a look. It will be bright and red.